Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Black Clover episode 108. Oh man, so last episode I really liked some of the stuff we had with kind of Nozzle kind of dissing his family in a way by saying like, you're not fit to fight anymore, and then like turning to Noelle and being like, let's show them how the Silvers fight and stuff like that. So it's showing the faith that Nozzle now has in his sister, who he, maybe even still despises. But I appreciate that. We also had Langrus showing up, as well as Yami and Finral. A lot of the stuff that's happening in the capital. Everything is going down around the area of the three great royal families. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to what this episode has to offer. I'm sure it's gonna be Nozzle and Noelle fighting this one elf chick, so and probably some other fights going on as well. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. We might have clicked a little bit early on that one. The little bit of footage that's showing up should be perfectly synced though. So if I did click a little bit early, then follow the footage on screen rather than my countdown. Or you might even be able to hear the click and just try to time. I know sometimes when I'm editing, I can hear myself click the mouse, and that click is usually when I'm starting the episode. All right. Yes, Langrus. But they got help from Jack the Ripper, yes. Hey, we haven't gotten that name yet, I don't think. Or I missed it. Kivn. Kivn? How do you even say that? Yep. Oh no, I have the hiccups and I just finished the only water I have near me. Hopefully they'll be quick. Sometimes they're quick. That's. I don't know what she's saying, so I'm just going, that's. Battlefield Dancer. Hmm. Wait, is this who Noelle's fighting? Dancer. It almost reminds me of like Noelle kind of skating around sort of in that armor. She's like twirling and stuff right here. Yeah, like the way she's dodging, it's almost like she's dancing. Okay, no, that's not who she's fighting. Damn. I was like, are we about to get it? Battlefield Dancer. What is that even referring to? I guess we'll find out. Oh, backstory when the mother? Hmm. Visiting the mother's grave. Damn. And that's little Noelle. She died giving birth to Noelle, right? Assholes. Jeez. What was his name again? Did I write down hers last episode? I didn't. Shit, I'm pretty sure they said it's the guy she beat I'm talking about. The brother she beat. She's trying to water the tree, guys. Leave her alone. Jeez. So he got to pick. Yeah, reminding us of their assholeness. Oh, she looks a lot like her mother. Yes. It's doing something to their magic. Damn, so she can't even conjure any magic. Damn. Nozzle was still able to do it too. She can't. It just shows like the difference too. I'm sure she'll get something out. Oh wow, okay. That's all he can do is defend though. Oh shit! Damn! You're a nuisance. Get out of here. I don't. Maybe they can't get out. What would they do? Okay, so they can't even get out. They're trapped in. Hmm. Ooh. All right. Oh, cool. Shield her and keep her arms out so she can still cast. She's gonna have to break her spell or she's gonna drown. Yeah, smart. All right. Jeez. So much water. And he can now fight. Sweet. Damn. All right, that's that, I think. Kevin done. Unless she breaks out of it, but... Rampage. But... Maybe there's a but. Yeah. That's what you get for sending me to the Black Bulls, baby. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, Nebra. Oh, shit. Fuck. So she's not done. Oh my god. Well, this isn't good. Oh, is she... Fuck. She can't flood this one because of the bigger space? Is that what she's trying to say? Come on, Noelle. Alright, Noelle. Let's go! Oh, is she doing it? The opening? It looked like a little figure with armor on. Oh, let's go, Noelle. Oh, natural talent. Hmm. Oh, yes. Ah, Battlefield Dancer. I was right. I just didn't think. The opening juked me because she was fighting someone else with it. I mean, she still might fight someone else with it, but I didn't think we'd be getting it right now. Oh, look at it. Yeah! Valkyrie armor. You're about to find out, lady. Nice. Dodge. Oh, that's cool. She's riding one. That's pretty badass. I gotta say. Jeez. Cool. She's smiling. Oh, cool. That's a good line. Oh, wow, it looks just like her mom's armor. Cool. Did she instinctively do that, or did she know? Shit. She can break him with the lance. Awesome. She's purely defensive, though, but now she's going on offense. Nice. Shit. It's like ruining her armor a bit. Oh, that art. Oh. The rotation. Oh, yes. Damn. Hell yeah, Noelle. Is that it? Is she done? Good shit. Alright, her ability fades. Which means the one in Nebra went away too, right? Oh, fuck, there's more. Okay. Black Bulls teleport in right now, maybe? Or maybe Yami and Finral. They ran in here, didn't they? Finral? Solid, that's right, that's what it is. Oh, the traps! Fuck yeah! Zora! Good shit. Watch out for the minefield, guys. This poor kid. Oh, he has recovery magic. Okay. Or she. I don't know. I genuinely can't tell. Jeez. Oh. This is awesome. Maybe we'll get to see that scene from the opening soon too of Nozzle like barely able to stand up. Maybe this is the moment with like his magic rising. That looks badass. Hmm. Oh, is he gonna close the wounds with the steel? Oh, it's a little similar to what little similar to what the opening showed. Cool. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Combining. Good shit. She's just toying with them. They hit more traps. Yes. Oh, this is what partially what I wanted. She's block it all. Hmm. Oh, she can still do Sea Dragon's Roar in that form? Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have as much magic as you guys. She's going ham for what she's doing. Oh, she didn't falter. She didn't miss. It hit the traps. Yes. Oh, shit. That's awesome. And that's it. Damn. Cool. That was a great episode. I thought we would jump around to some other people, but really we stayed on that fight the whole episode, but I loved it. It was great. I mean, Noelle just kicking ass. Oh, excuse me. Yep, so my theory of Battlefield Dancer potentially being Noelle in that armor was right. But I doubted myself because in the opening she's fighting who I think they talked about having like the vats or whatever, the two vats. And I thought that was gonna be like actual elf bodies for Veto and Fauna, the elf versions, you know. And it looked like she was fighting Fauna in the opening, but yeah. Or someone that looked like it could be Fauna. Anyways, that is it, guys, for episode 108. I almost said the wrong number. Yeah, that was great. So, in the beginning, we had Kivin make that area where their magic wasn't as effective, but I love that Noelle just did her rampage, so she released just like so much magic, but it was so much magic that she can't normally control it, but she didn't need to because of this enclosed space. She just flooded the whole area, and I guess what happened was they like wrapped the mercury around them except for Noelle's arms so she could still like do her casting, and that sealed some air in, and then the rest of it filled with water, which is why they were able to breathe a bit and she wasn't until she dissipated the spell. Um, so that was really cool, and then Nozzle was able to react real quickly and get her, locked up. But unfortunately, she was able to break out of it, and Nozzle got hurt pretty bad from that. And I was a little worried, You never know in anime whether like either okay, they took her down pretty quick, that's fine. Sometimes they do that, but then other times they don't, and sometimes they just break out of it. So it was pretty impressive. It's funny I mean, it makes sense that some elves would be stronger than others, but it's funny how these, like, some of them are so much more impressive than others, Like, Kivin put up so much more of a fight, but then some of these guys show up and they're just, I don't know if they're taken down by those two attacks that just went off using the traps at the end, because we kind of, like, freeze framed there and then the episode ended. But assuming that that takes them out, then I feel like, and same with like the ones that like Yami and Jack took out, I feel like some of them are just far less strong than some of the other ones. Whereas Kevin, I felt like was pretty damn strong, But yeah, the the two highlights of the episode, one being Noelle's armor was awesome, but the one that I almost think I like more than the armor, maybe it's because the armor was spoiled for me in the opening, but I really loved the backstory bits, and not just the backstory, but also in the present what Nozzle said to Noelle, saying that uh back then I was scared to, you look so much like our mother. I was so scared to lose her again that I just wanted to protect you. I didn't want to put you in a situation where you had to fight, which is why he put her in the, like, she wanted to become a magic knight, so she needed to go somewhere. So he stuck her in the worst squad, hoping that maybe, maybe the Black Bulls wouldn't have as, I mean, I guess thing is, like, all of them go on scary missions, right? But maybe the thought process was the Black Bulls is the worst squad, so they're gonna get like bottom of the barrel missions or something like that, and he thought that maybe that would keep her a little more safe. But and he didn't think she was strong, but and he admitted he was wrong and apologized here, So I like I was already really starting to warm up to Nozzle's character as the episodes went by. He wasn't bugging me as much. He had his moments in the beginning where obviously we had the flashbacks of the siblings being an asshole to Noelle, and he kind of like, maybe I don't remember if we actually saw Nozzle doing it. I think it was mainly Solid and Nebra, but he was also there when they were doing it, and he never spoke up either. So in a way, he's guilty by association too. But but regardless, I remember really not liking Nozzle in the beginning, and he also had his like, oh, you're just, you know, peasants or whatever, and I'm royalty kind of thing. I think he had that attitude around like Asta and Yuno a bit too, and all that. So just a lot of things rubbed me the wrong way. But then they slowly started building his character in a way where he wasn't like, he recognized their strength and utilizing it, and he wasn't hung up on the whole "I'm royalty and you're peasants, get out of here" kind of mentality. And then like the other captains kind of picking on him, and him just like taking it and not like being an asshole back or anything. Um, I felt like that made me adhere to his character a little bit as well. And then obviously all leading up to this episode where he actually apologizes to Noelle. So that was really cool. Maybe this will lead to Nebra and Solid following suit a little bit, now that they just got their asses saved by her, straight up. Like before it was teamwork, she contributed a bit, Nozzle contributed a bit. But then Nozzle went down and she carried it on her own, um so yeah, I mean, you could even just see how shocked Solid was. Like he was like witnessing this, he was straight up speechless. He couldn't even find the words. But yeah, and she activated the Valkyrie armor, and we had the narrator go on a rant to us about developing new spells, which is essentially what we already knew from the show going on. I don't feel like there was too much of a revelation here, right? Like obviously by training you can develop new spells. Obviously we know the royals have an advantage, so being, royalty, they get a bunch of spells and stuff like that, but it also mentioned that hard work can pay off, and that in a crisis, you can pull off things you might not normally have been able to come up with in regular scenarios. Uh so really the combination of Noelle being a royal while also putting in that work and putting in that training. I think what the narrator was saying was that a lot of royals are so overconfident about their ability because they're a royal that they don't do the training. They just use their natural talent, and that only gets them so far. And Noelle is going above and beyond like Solid and Nebra and stuff like that because she has that royal bloodline. She has the same power that they have, yet she went to the Black Bulls, somewhere where they encourages training, and she was also like had a hard time wielding her magic, so she had to train, and between the training and being a royal, it cultivated all into, and then this crisis scenario as well. It all these different factors culminated into this, evolution of her ability to do this. Now, she mentioned that she could only do this because of the enclosed space, but that can't be true because it dissipated now. I must have just read it wrong. I thought she said I can only do this thanks to this enclosed space, like with the mana being all around her like that. But I guess it's not the case, because she seems to be able to do it fine now that it's dissipated. So I think maybe what it was implying with those lines, and maybe I just read them wrong, was the fact that she would have never been able to manifest this ability without these situations being the way they are, Maybe she wouldn't have, because like maybe if she was in a different crisis situation, like she's been in some other ones before, and we've seen some characters have spells pop up that like help them perfectly in that moment. And I think that's the kind of thing that she might have been mentioning, is like depending on your crisis situation that you're in, your new abilities that you get in those crisis moments might reflect what you need, So she couldn't shoot magic out because of this world, but she was still able to do her mana skin. So what she did was an enhanced version of her mana skin where she really like pulled in the magic and made it really dense, like even more dense around her and everything, and formed this armor. Maybe if it was something where she needed, and she even thought like long range attacks aren't going to work here, maybe if it was something where she thought she needed a long range attack, kind of like when she first did the Sea Dragon's Roar, it might have been, that might have been her crisis situation where she needed a long range attack, and she came up with that, So these different crisis scenarios, I imagine, push you to develop abilities based off the situation that you're in, kind of thing. So, but but yeah, and she called it Valkyrie armor, which is pretty cool, and I like how it looks just like her mother's armor. I do wonder. I think I said it during the reaction, but I do wonder if she knew what her mother's armor looked like, or was it just like instinctual. I mean, I feel like maybe she had to know because like, but it could just be an anime thing. Like that could very well be an anime thing, but because like sometimes characters will like supernaturally know something because they're a descendant of someone, like I've seen that in several other anime where like the son of a badass fighter will adopt that same fighting style their father did even if they never knew their father, just because it's in their blood, whereas really like a fighting style shouldn't be in the blood unless you were trained by that person, which they weren't. So I think it's possible that Noel never saw it and just somehow came up with the exact same design, like almost perfectly the same, just made of water rather than mercury because she doesn't have the mercury ability. Which was also interesting that Nozzle was the only one that inherited her steel, is what she called it, I think, ability. So I guess like maybe the father did water and the mother did the mercury steel stuff or whatever, and Nozzle was the only one that got it. Which I guess that's true that Nozzle is the only one out of all the siblings. The rest of them do water. I never really like thought about that, and I guess I never really thought about the mercury being the mother's ability because like I think we did see one other shot of her in the armor, I think, but I didn't think that like, so apparently that armor is made from her magic, kind of like Noelle's is here. And I didn't really like think of that being armor made out of magic back then when we saw that. But yeah, that's cool. And then obviously towards the end we have Zora coming in clutch with his trap magic, which is awesome. I really wanted, like, I knew Zora was running around doing his traps. Like that just made sense that he was doing that. I love that it just all like came into play right now, and they just keep hitting him. And that smoke spell that he did, I was wondering what he did there right behind them. He explained it a minute later, and he said that it allowed Nozzle and Noel to see the traps. So that's also really cool that he's able to do that because we obviously saw what happened when you can't see the traps. Asta just kept stepping on them during the tournament and everything. So, but yeah, I'm really hyped about that, and talking about how like the elves don't understand complicated human spells, which is a big deal. So maybe back in the day when the elves were around, their magic was more simple and more basic, which is what I mean. I guess Kivin had pretty advanced magic. She had this whole like compass thing that could like redirect magic, and she had this whole like zone and everything. Hers was a bit complicated. Um but maybe they never really got into like some of this more advanced stuff like the layering effects of Zora's traps and everything. So I think that's going to be a really interesting thing to think about, is just the fact that, sure, maybe humans don't innately have the same level of magic power that you guys do, but maybe using your cunning and wits and having these more complicated spells that the elves can't quite understand yet, is gonna come out on top for them. So that was really cool, and I like how they made a mention to Noelle like missing her Sea God's roar, and I was like, well, she did say that she doesn't have the mana to do this fight, and then she's pushing through anyway. She obviously has the help of the others, you know. But I was thinking, like, maybe her aim wasn't perfect because she's struggling to manifest the mana to freaking keep her armor on while doing the Sea God's Roar, which is pretty crazy compared to, just doing the Sea God's Roar or just doing the armor. She's doing both at once, which is pretty nuts. But it wasn't that she missed. I like how it came back a little bit later where she was aiming for the trap, which then redirected the attack right back at the guy. So that's awesome. And Nozzle did the same thing, seemingly. Excuse me. Nozzles was a little bit harder to understand what he was doing because it looked like Mercury was just like falling into the trap or something. So I was a little bit confused as to what was happening there, but maybe we'll get a better picture of what was going on with Nozzle's attack in the next episode. But yeah, guys, another great episode. I really like this one. So I can't wait to see more. We gotta finish up this this encounter here. Hopefully they all have enough mana and strength left. I also like Nozzle like covering his wounds with the mercury, which was neat. But especially because of his mom was able to give herself like full body armor. I feel like maybe that is one step closer to an evolution of Nozzle's power of maybe he will be able to do armor at some point too, which would be pretty neat. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. Link is in the description, or it should be popping up on the screen. Very much appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.